Welcome to Everything Irie TV UK Drama Special Edition, and this is season 2. On this podcast, we'll be talking to drummers who have made an impact in gospel and secular. Some have played for world-renowned artists, some are even artists themselves. Today, my guest has played for the likes of Georgia, Tiana Major 9, Lucia, the Prince Tribute Band, and the current drummer for Cat Burns. She is also a multi-instrumentalist, a pianist. She plays the bass. She can twinkle on the guitar. She can even spit two bars as well. And if there's enough likes and comments, she might do a little rap afterwards. You never know. Please welcome my special guest, my friend, my sister, one of my favorite musicians on the whole planet, Sharlene Goodridge in the building.
You're funny.
What?
You're funny. I don't know about the two bars.
Oh, I've heard you, Sharlene. You can go on that page and you can see it as well if you don't believe me.
Yeah, go on the page, do that. That's all you're getting.
Oh,
What's good,
mate.
man? What's
Oh,
good?
sis, it's so good to have you here.
Oh, thank you.
Finally. Don't know how long. Look, it's been a while, but there's no way I can do this podcast and not get one of my inspirations
Oh,
on
come
this
on, man.
show.
It's lovely.
So I'm looking forward to it because you've been doing this for a while, and so just want to kickstart off with this question: like, how did you get into drumming? Now, a lot of people may know you as a multi-instrumentalist, so they know you for playing other instruments. So, is drums your first instrument, and how did you get into
drums
it?
is my first instrument. Getting into it, I would have to start from before I was even born, bruv.
Okay.
When I was in my mother's womb, mum's a singer, dad was a
Yes.
drummer. Don't know if you remember. I remember back in the day there was Messiah Herald's, the choir. That
Yeah.
Goodridge. So they used to travel around and stuff. And my mum used to tell me that when she used to go singing, when I was in her room and stuff, there was one particular moment where she would sing a high note and I would give her a big kick in the tummy.
Ooh.
Yeah. So after that happened, that's when she like prophesied and said that, nah, this girl is going to be a musician. So from then I was born. From the age of 2, that's when it started. Following my dad's footsteps. I was a Klingon baby to mum. When mum's singing out, she'll be having me like literally in her arms.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just clinged on to that. You know what? I don't know how it started, but I guess just seeing my dad on the drums, and I just was a Klingon, like I said, and just sat on his lap, and one day I just started playing. You couldn't see my head, you can just see the sticks.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I literally just see the sticks and stuff. So yeah, that's how it kind of started. So from the age of 2, and then throughout, I would say from the age of about 6 or 7, I just took the liking for playing the keyboard.
I'm gonna pretend that I don't know your story because your dad and my dad used to play in church together.
Do you remember back in the day there used to be who was, remember Warren Atkins on Hammond?
Yeah.
Michael Powell
Yeah.
on bass.
I'm getting into that. Go on, continue.
So yeah, so that was Messiah Herald. So like I said, like my mom used to sing.
Yeah.
Dad used to play the drums, and they used to travel a lot. So music was in the family.
Did you have a drum kit growing up?
No, not at home. Everything was just at church.
So you didn't have a drum kit at home?
They have a drum kit at home, bro.
So the only time you practiced was
pots and pans on a Sunday morning. You know that vibe?
Wow. You know what? For a lot of us, that's how it was.
Bro, till this day, I've never had a drum kit at home.
You play like that?
I play like that, bro. Air drum. No electric. No acoustic. Nothing.
That is crazy. So who are some of the inspirations that you looked up to growing up, like musically?
Musically, I would say then it was in the gospel circuit. It was like listening to like Tide Tribute, like Kurt Franklin and stuff like that. Musically, band wise,
I would even say like UK wise. So I know you said like your uncle as well, or if there was anyone in the church scene around that.
If I be honest with you, those times what do you mean, like what, drummers,
musicians? Because obviously you play multiple different instruments.
Well, this is
as
it,
well,
because then I would say at first I started when I was playing keys. used to MD for like Matthew and Cece. Remember?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So them times there was like musicians like Jonathan Hamilton,
Yeah. That was that
um,
ginger man.
like Junior Curtin,
Yeah.
Nasty. There was quite a lot of musicians, but female musicians, there wasn't. I didn't really see any.
No, you didn't.
Didn't really.
Yeah. And my thing is,
Mm.
now, with this podcast, one thing about me, I'm going to be very honest.
Yeah.
The thing is, I will gladly stand corrected if I'm wrong. But when I think of the early 2000s, the only black female drummer that was on the mainstream was Sharice Osei. But that was more rock, I would say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll gladly stand corrected if I'm wrong. I'm just saying, for me, what I observed, that was the only, when I looked in like drum magazines, she was the only one. So my question is for you, was it quite frustrating for you thinking, hold on, man, there needs to be more female drummers? Or was that a thing where it's like, you know what, I love doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Hopefully one day the door will open.
I think it was a bit of both. I felt like I had to prove myself.
Yeah.
Especially being a female musician. I was around a lot of mandem.
Yeah.
There was a lot of female musicians. So
because it was a predominantly male
it really was
space, you know what I mean? So I had a feeling you were going to say you would have to work twice as hard to kind of get noticed.
Better myself and know my worth. I know that I could get in the room and play. Like, you know? And that took time. That took years of practice. That took years of me researching my sound. What can I do to be different than not sounding like everyone else? So there was some times where it was a bit frustrating. Because I didn't have any mentors, bro. I didn't have no mentors. I didn't have no one to look up to. I really didn't have anyone I could have called and been like, yo, like like I'm struggling here. Like, what do you think I can do to be better? I didn't have that.
Yeah, because you would probably be the first. Yeah,
you'd be surprised. Like, I didn't have that. So the gigs that I was doing, then it was just around so much males.
Yeah, because to be fair, in terms of like the urban space that we see now, you were pretty much one of the first, really. So I'm not surprised why you've said what you said. You know what I mean? Like, because like I said, the only person that comes to mind, like I said, is Sharice, but that was more rock. That wasn't more.
There was like Alicia Hughes, like she was playing.
What, in the mainstream?
No, but like in terms of like drummers.
Yeah. I didn't know about it.
Yeah. Okay.
But in terms of like play for like pop artists, magazine, TV shows, I didn't. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it as well.
Oh my gosh! So I want to share a story. Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it's gonna jog your memory.
Okay.
All right. So try and be as quick as I can. All right. Oh, all right. Let's get into it. Okay. So this must be around the 90s. This is my first encounter with you. Now we saw each other in passing, but in terms of like first encounter.
Okay.
All right. So let me start from here. So your uncle was the pastor of the church I went to, which was Raymer, it was a mega church, a very musical church. Like if I had to compare it, it would be, close comparison, I would say maybe like Tab. Imagine like Tab in the 90s. It's always a queue, always Ram.
And it was Ram.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. On a Sunday, remember like Sunday evening service, like you had to make sure you was there queuing up an hour before service started.
Exactly. And a very musical
and you
church.
Get turned away, you know.
Oh yeah, easily.
You get turned away.
Easily. I didn't care. And the thing, so as a kid, like who loved music so much, it was a good environment. And you know, we had some amazing musicians up in there. Q Rankin, who was he was a second keys player on Donna McClelland's Live in London album. Do you remember? Yeah,
Luke Smith. When did Luke Smith come? Luke Smith came.
Did he actually come though? Or did he? He might have. But I'm sure he was at Ruach at that time. But unless he went for a little bit,
maybe after.
Maybe, I'm not too sure. And you had. Do you remember? Michael always had his chest out. A little Afro and married to the Mexican lady.
Michael had his chest out in church.
Always had his chest out. He didn't care.
What did he play? What did he
keys? But he was more of a
Ooh.
jazz classical. He was on keys. He was more of a jazz classical guy. And you can put the sheet in front of him,
Is it?
and he's gone. He's gone. You had Paul Gordon Farron's dad, who
Yes.
later on was
yes,
the
yeah,
MD
yeah,
at KRCC.
Yep.
And you had Michael Powell,
Yes.
Deborah
Yeah.
and David Trebles'
Yeah.
dad. So we had
Yeah.
a pool of
Who was on
musicians.
drums?
At
There
that
was
time,
a
it was
few.
between your dad, my dad.
Yeah.
Philip came a little bit later on.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this
yeah.
is this is the night this is the
Yes,
90s now.
Right.
So what ended up happening is this is convention time. This was before Favoured Halls. Bishop Carton Pearson came over.
Mm-hmm.
Bishop Carton Pearson brought his worship pastor, Alvin Fouché.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor Alvin Fouché. You got to say pastor now. People start getting upset and start crying if you don't say pastor. So Pastor Alvin Fouché came over.
Mhm.
And so they thought, oh, you know what? Let's do something with the kids. Let's do something with the picnic them, right? So it was a Saturday morning, because obviously Alvin Fouché is from America. He's not from here. So
Yeah.
we had to do it there and then. So it was a Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
So he was quite a vibrant guy, I guess, because it was children. So he was like, anyone play the keyboard? Anyone play the guitar? Anyone play the bass? Anyone play the drums? You came forward.
What?
Joshua Powell came forward. Do you remember Joshua?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
Joshua Powell, man. Listen,
Yeah.
he was such a solid player. If you
He
want
was,
someone
he
who's
was.
solid on the clock,
He was, you know.
from
He was.
day.
He was. Because there were
day.
sometimes I used to cover keys at Raymar.
That was
And
later
it would be
on.
me and him.
Yeah, but I hope he's still playing. Joshua, if you're watching, I hope you're still playing, because he was such an amazing player.
He was good.
So anyway, and you played, Joshua played,
Yeah.
I played. Why am I auditioning at 6, 7, 8 years old? So anyway, long story short,
Okay.
I didn't get it. I was so vexed. I was like, why am I not playing drums? So it was to the point, Sharlene. Do you remember when you came in? Yeah, because it was a school hall. When you came in, you had the field on the right hand side.
Yeah.
I was having a meltdown in the field.
No,
Because I was like,
I'm
you
sorry, man.
technically go to our church. So like,
Because I didn't go to your church. Yeah, I didn't go. I didn't go.
I'm like, no, it's not fair. Why do you guys play Baba?
Are you serious?
No, but what vexed me at the time, and look, forgive me, because this is the 90s.
Wow.
It's not registering to me. You are a girl playing drums. It's not registering to me. This is the night. I'm what, 6, 7? No pun intended. I'm like, I'm 6, 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
When you think about girls at that time, you dance or you sing. You didn't play drums. What? So at that time, I'm bubbly, I'm energetic, and I'm very competitive. So for a girl to be whipping me on the drums, kicking my butt on the drums like that,
You was vexed.
I
was vexed.
I was so vexed.
No.
So, and it was 2 songs.
Yeah.
I'm just joking memory. The song was praise, praise, praise the Lord. Praise, praise, praise the Lord.
Everybody sing praise, praise, praise the Lord. Praise, praise, praise the Lord.
They had to do something easy. Yeah, it was Aaron Free say song.
Okay.
So anyway, they said, "Oh, you can join the choir." I said, "Join the choir." All right, cool. So I said, no, I didn't say it was petty. I didn't know what petty was, but what I did was petty.
Yeah.
So they had some action moves or whatever. So I said, all right, I'm not gonna do the action moves. I'm gonna do kung fu moves instead and spoil the whole thing. Yeah. Listen, I got the videotape somewhere. So everyone's doing the moves. I'm doing kung fu moves, being rebellious. I said, yeah. I was like, yeah, serve you right. Because I should have been playing drums. About drums.
Bro, have you still got the tape? Have you still got it? Please,
I've got it somewhere. I'm literally.
You need to find that and send that. Because I don't remember this.
Oh, I remember. Because I got the video. I'm in the front because I was short. I had the little plaits. And Desmond used to call me Spider-Man. Listen. I was in the front dancing, being rebellious. I'm not sure if I might have got licked. I'm not too sure because I spoiled the whole thing. Yeah, I probably did. Because I spoiled the whole thing. But literally, you and the Joshua Powell play, it was two songs. But I didn't make the cut. But at that time, like, whether or not my dad was in leadership, you couldn't play. You couldn't play. So because you couldn't play and you went up to scratch, bye. And obviously he's American. American man do things differently. You're not cutting it. That's it. Where I think if that situation happened in 2026,
Oh no.
I think it would be like, you know what? Let's do half the song.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
you can do
yeah, yeah, of
Mario
course.
can play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah. No,
if
no,
you
no.
couldn't play,
You couldn't
if you weren't
play,
up to
yeah.
scratch, you ain't playing. That was it. That was it.
Oh no.
Church culture was
Yeah.
so different then. Do
Very
you think
different.
is different? Have you? Because for me, what I've noticed, and again, I may be wrong. Just what I've noticed when I think of the church culture then, like 90s, early 2000, and I think of it now, it's completely
Different.
Like, have you noticed it? Like,
Well, I'm hardly in church at the moment. Well, it's only because I'm on the road a lot. So, but I know that definitely before it's definitely been different. You couldn't just get up and just walk on the drum kit.
yeah, I mean, there was some churches like again, it's a tricky one because obviously our church was quite, it's a big church,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
there must have been some other churches where it's like, you know what, Deacon's grandson look like he can play.
Yeah.
You know what, that's the thing
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
you have that deacon do where he thinks he can play drums,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they all play the same way. You know what I mean? But then now, I think I may be wrong, but I think streaming kind of changed things a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Where I think now everyone's kind of striving for perfection. So where before
how it sounds.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you didn't really have back in the day. You didn't have this whole streaming. You didn't really have like maybe like little recording things, but now it's all it's just all different now.
So yeah, so where people are kind of striving for perfection, so people would say, you know what, I'd rather pay someone to do the job, and I know it's going to be cool because the last thing you want is to end up on a WhatsApp group or Church of Lofts. You know what I mean? You don't want to end up on this. So it's like I'd rather pay the money so it's professional rather than let's take a risk and see if the deacon's grandson can play or not. You know what I mean? And the thing is, like,
But do you feel like we were sort of pushed into it, even though we didn't want to do it?
yes and no, but I'm glad for the push though, because I just think at that time, like, you really had to have what's the word I'm looking for?
You know what?
You have to have a backbone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you remember my cousins? Remember my cousins Joseph and Leon? Remember?
Oh man,
Remember
Joseph.
They used to play. They used to play, and I think it started from Leon. He used to play in church.
I don't remember Leon.
And then Joseph started to play as well. And then it was just like we literally all just started to play. And then it's just like I think things just kind of fizzled out for them.
Yeah, because the thing is, what I noticed is that back in the day, there was whether it was convention or Sunday service, there was loads of musicians just hanging around. You know what I mean? Just waiting for their shot or just being there just for the vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now you hardly see it.
No,
like before, it's like okay, you go to church and you see all the musicians are there together.
It was different.
And you
different.
You don't see that.
You don't.
Because
look at the time of when I used to MD for Matthew and Cece. Some of these gigs that we used to, some of these church concerts or events. Remember what was the event?
There was Restoration.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So remember that every musician was there.
I was saying this. I think the best way to describe Restoration, it's gonna sound mad, but you had to be there.
Yeah,
it was like the Glastonbury. Meaning everyone was there. Every musician was there. Every singer. It was like a little Glastonbury. You know what I mean? Like when you were there, you had to play. You had to play. You had to play. And so like literally in those times, like the early 2000s, there was a gospel concert every weekend. Every weekend there was something.
Every weekend.
And then it just
all.
Everyone went on the road. Everyone was like, "No, I want to get paid, man. I'm going on the road. I'm fed up of playing gospel."
Yeah, after a while, though, innit?
I know, but yeah, and then I think, like, for me, I think the African scene kind of took over because, like, at that time, it was a lot of Caribbean churches.
Yeah.
And then it's like, we can't afford you guys.
Yeah.
And then
can't afford you guys, and then give you what at the end of a.
But then it was the African churches that were looking after. Because when I was in the group with Shantae with Chosen, I met some of them African churches. Oh my
You
god,
know
they
what?
looked after
You know what?
us
That's
so
you know
good.
what? That's true. You know, I think I did one gig and at the end we got given a container, bruv. I thought it was like jollof and all that, bro. It was like a Chinese platter in a box, a Chinese.
That's mad.
And you go to them Jamaican churches and what are you getting?
Dry patty.
Yeah, okay.
A dry patty and an expired gingerbread.
Them days are over, but
So, yeah,
and it's long gone.
As you can see, I've got this lovely t-shirt here, as well as others. Tracksuit, jumpers, t-shirts, you name it. If you want to get yours, just go to www.kingsimagedesigns.co.uk. And if you want a discount, just type everything Irie for a discount. Walk in love, walk in grace, walk in fashion. Peace. For you, when did it become like, okay, this is not a hobby now.
Yeah.
This is something that I need to take seriously. What stage was you in that your life? Where it's like, this
I
more
would
than
say
a
like when I because I attended a Brit school in 2006.
yeah.
So I would say like after attending the Brit school, meeting new musicians, networking with some like musical directors, that was when I attended the Brit school, that was on drums. But then I started still doing keys work. I started doing like programming and MD and stuff like that. So I would say after
You were programming from Brick.
so when I went to Brit school, after I started getting into like programming, because I used to then start to MD for like MV.
Yeah.
There was Poison the Cure, did some of their shows as well. Yeah, so I would say from 2007, that's when I was just like, this is what I want to do, you know, not for it to become a hobby, but I had a passion for music. I didn't know where it was going to lead me, but at them times I was like, all right, cool, this is what I want to do. Let me see what I can do as a female musician, trying to get out there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I would say from then, that's when I started to decide, you know what, yeah, this is what I want to do.
So what was your first professional gig? And when you got that first email, that call for your first professional gig, and you saw the sound, it's like, right, this is actually all right. Like, what was you feeling at that moment? Like, oh my God, my first professional gig. How was that feeling?
I remember this gig that I did. I just remember going on stage, and I think I was talking to the TM, and I was just like asking him, like, we got to the venue, and I was just like, you know, what's the capacity of this? You know, how many tickets you sold and stuff like that. He was just like, probably about like 1,000, and I was like, 1,000?
Like what?
So I just remember walking into the venue, and I just remember we're behind the curtains and showtime intro started. So I just thought, all right, cool. Just walked on stage, bruv. And when I looked up, I looked like this. I saw people there. I literally just stood up on the drums and literally just went like this.
Yeah, to take it in.
I literally took it in. I had to take a deep breath. Then I sat on them drums and I played my heart out, bruv.
So was you more nervous than excited, or excited?
I think it's both. Both.
Yeah.
Nerves. Usually get like the nerves of like when you go on.
So it didn't hit you until you actually got to the venue.
Not until, because we saw the venue, I saw the capacity of like the seats and stuff, and I thought, wow, this is actually a big gig. But I didn't know it was that big when I actually got on stage and saw the crowd.
Who was that with?
That was with the Prince. So I joined them 2018.
Okay.
Yeah. That was 2018.
So how's that experience been? Because obviously, you know, we know of Prince, and you know, we had the female drummer. Who was Sheila E?
Sheila E.
You know, I mean, amazing.
Yeah.
How's that experience been? Being in that shot?
It's been a journey, because they've been doing this tribute band for 20 years.
20?
Yeah, 20 years. So yeah, I got the call. This is like the end of like 2018. And at the times I was going through a rough patch. And I remember getting the call, and they said, you know, would you want to be a part of a Prince tribute? We're going on tour. We've got like 2 months worth of shows and stuff if you're you know, if you're able to. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll give it a go. Like, and them times there, you know, Prince music, we would do function songs and function gigs, and like songs would be like Kiss,
yeah.
What else? Like, I Want to Be a Lover. So these are a lot of songs that we would play. So I didn't really know much of Prince songs. When I listen to some of the man's songs, yeah, nah.
Did you do What's the song?
There's one-
8769.
No,
I didn't do that.
We just did more of like his hits.
Oh,
But
okay.
there's one song you need to listen to, bruv.
What
Because
song was
I
that?
know you like, I know you like a little slow jam, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I do like a good slow down. Go on, go on.
He's got a song called Shush. Oh my gosh! Please listen to that song. Yeah, listen to that song. And so when I got the set list, bro, because the show's like 2 hours and like 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's no one opening for us. We literally start at 7:30 and finish at like 10. And I got sent the set list 2 weeks before we're about to hit the road. Yeah.
And you don't have no drum kit at your house?
No. So there was about 50 songs. Yeah.
50? 50?
50, yeah. 50 songs, yeah. That was the set list. Then there was a B list of another 20, 30 songs, yeah. So I'm like,
No.
but then when it goes to learning songs, I kind of just space my days. So like for example, Monday I will learn like 5 songs. Tuesday we'll learn about another 5 songs. That's how I kind of do it. I ain't got a drum kit at home, so I'll be air drumming, sitting on the couch like this, and just doing that. That's how I kind of go through to learn my songs. So I remember learning the songs. But when I really listen to some of these songs, my favorites, Everlasting Now, Musicology, 1999. So once we did the rehearsals and stuff and did the first shows, like I said, walking on stage, and I was just like, wow. My first like tour bus experience and stuff. I remember when we did that first show, and when we got back on the tour bus, I just went straight to bed because I was like, this is just overwhelming. Like I had to take it in. They wanted to wake me up and be like, "Sure, you did amazing, I just went straight to sleep because I was just like, wow. Did the second show, third show, and like I said, the show's like for 2 hours and 10 minutes, bro. I'm sweating in the first song because we're literally from 0 to 100 quickly.
Wow, because obviously they expect a lot of energy.
And it's
from you as well.
it's a lot of like link songs. We just go from one song to another to another to another. So
Like a
there's
melody?
Yeah. So there's like no breaks.
So did you ended up doing 60 songs? Or did
In
they
our
cut it
set is
down?
about like 40. I think it's about 30, 40 songs in our set. So imagine doing like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh my god. That's why you have to have good stamina to go.
Now you do.
You have to have good
You
stamina
do.
because 2
Yeah,
hours.
yeah. 2 hours, bro. It was a lot. So imagine, so we was on tour like, I think like 2019, we was on tour like we did like probably like 3-4 shows every week. It was a lot.
That is a lot.
But it was a good experience, obviously, with the other musicians and stuff like that. It was great fun on stage.
So was you like the newbie of the group then?
The newbie, yeah. So we had some like other depths that will come in and stuff. But yeah, I was literally at every single show. There was no depth for me, bruv.
Did you try it out? Do you like?
No, so I just
Don't
chart out.
understand.
Yeah, so I just chart out my songs like, verse, chorus, bridge, and whatsoever. Bro, I don't know how my memory. I just remember this. You know what? When I learn a song, I have to learn the lyrics first. I don't know what you do. Like when
For
you learn
me-
a song.
No, for me,
Yeah.
I do like to listen to the lyrics.
Right.
Because then as well, when I'm setting up my placements, I like
Yeah.
to go with the singer
Yeah,
and that
yeah,
as
yeah,
well. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So even when I have my in-ears and stuff, I like to have the
Yeah,
singers
yeah.
in my in-ear.
Right,
Where some
right,
people don't, they just want to hear the musicians. I like to hear the singer. And as well, when I make notes,
Yeah.
people don't understand the notes. When I'm showing people, it's like, huh? So for me, when I make notes, I was like, sounds like this song. Sounds like this song. So I put like bat, cat,
Bro,
boom.
I do the same
It
thing as
makes
well.
sense to me.
I literally do this. There was one when I was rehearsing for Cat as well, and she came and sat on my drums and she looked at my notes. She was like, boom, cat, boom, cat. Michael Jackson, because you know what, I call it Michael Jackson beat, just a floor, just a straight,
So you know it.
cat to
Yeah.
Michael Jackson beat or floor to floor. That's how we do it. So
Because some of it does sound.
it makes sense.
So
to us,
it
man.
makes
It makes sense to me. The people don't need to worry about it, man.
The thing is, if it works,
It works. It gets the job done.
It works and it gets
Right.
the job.
That's it,
So
man. That's it. That's all that
it.
matters.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say,
Mm.
has there been a challenge in terms of like your musical career? What challenges
Yeah.
have you faced, and how have you overcome it? Because it does sound like it was a challenge, like with the 50, 60 songs trying to learn, or has there been any other things that you've experienced in your musical career where it's like, yo, this is a challenge, but you've just somehow overcome it?
You know what? Like I said, bro, like I've come a long way being a musician. And like I said, the only challenges that I've had is not have any like mentors or anyone to kind of like oversight and to be there. Obviously, I'll have like you, I have other people who I could like talk to and stuff like that. But I've had to do this journey like by myself.
But do you think you would be the musician you are
Mhm.
if you did have that?
That's a good question.
Because yeah, because obviously it's like, okay, because you didn't have that
Yeah,
mentor, it's like, okay, well, I have to mentor me. I have to encourage myself. I have to work twice as hard.
yeah.
I have not got no one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes people rely on their, you know, their coach or their
Yeah,
mentor as a crutch and, like, what as hard.
I had to rely on myself. I
Yeah.
had to do everything myself, bro. Depend on myself.
Mm.
It's like I said, that's me knowing my worth and knowing that I can walk in a room full of like musicians and get on the drum kit. And you know, the times where I had to encourage myself. And yeah, so it has been a journey. It has been a journey, but I've just learned to better myself, know my craft, and you know, so yeah.
You're doing amazing. You're doing so well. So talking about, you mentioned Cat Burns. So how did that come about, and how has it been working with Cat Burns? Tell us about.
That came about, I would say about 2000, I think 2022. I got a call from, at the time it was Adrian Moore, that was the MD, and she was actually supporting May Muller for a tour. So yeah, got the call to do that, and from then till now, like she's a amazing artist, amazing singer, and just seeing her growth over the years, not just singing but like TV work and stuff like that. It's been amazing, and like just traveling and just having the opportunity just to be behind the stage and just seeing her grow as a human as well, man. I love the other girls in the band as well, because all female band. Yeah, she wanted a female band. So yeah, that's been good, and also like doing her tours as well. So even though we're a band, but it's also like a family
It's a
feel as
family
well.
thing.
Yeah, we've
Makes a
built
big
that.
difference.
Yeah. Oh, listen, it's when you're going on tour and you're with tour with the right people, it makes a huge difference.
This is with them all the time, because this is what people don't understand, is that the show is 10% of it. You know what I mean? You're living with them.
Yeah,
and
living with them.
bro.
Yeah, waking up and they're there and stuff like that on the tour bus and going to bed, and it's just the vibes, and then it just helps when you're on stage and it just brings that vibe. I'm all about vibes on stage. You will see me playing and I'll be grinning. That's my signature. Like me smiling, just enjoying it. I will look over and I will see the guitarist, look over and see the bass or the keyboardist, look over and see Kat. And I guess it's just that reassurance that, you know what, guys, we're in this together. So yeah, like I said, it's been an amazing experience working with Kat, and you know, I'm just excited for what else she's got in store, and you know.
Like you've been killing that gig, man.
Yeah.
You've been
Yeah.
and this as well, like seeing how you guys vibe on stage and stuff as well.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So no, you're smashing it. What's been an unforgettable gig that you've had, like, or a tour where it's just like, this was so amazing, this was so sick, like it's just unforgettable.
So I will have a good gig, and I would have to explain a bad gig as well. Yeah, can I do that?
You can do it. You're Sharlene.
Which one do you want? Which one you want? The bad one or the good one?
Both. Both.
So all right. So I think an unforgettable gig I did was playing for Lucia, opening up for Coldplay.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, that's big.
That was amazing. I remember just walking into the arena with Manny and DT Soul and just looking around and be like, what? Until when we got on stage, walking out underneath the stage, and like all these like millions of fans and in the arena. That was my first arena feel. My goodness. It was an experience, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
good or bad?
That was good.
Oh,
No,
I was
that's
going to
the-
say, yeah.
bro,
I
this
thought
is
you were about
the
to
good
drop
one.
a publisher. I was like, what?
No. This is a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good, like, I would say that's been like,
Unforgettable. You
yeah,
just can't forget about
unforgettable.
that.
Yeah, like Coldplay, like.
Oh, yeah. What? That's massive.
So yeah, now the bad one.
Oh, Lord.
I remember this one gig that I did. I think this is the worst gig I've ever done. I still push through it like a boss.
Of course, as you do.
It's in Jazz Cafe. I think it was for opening up for John B. And I remember we had sound checked, kit, everything's nice. And you know, on your kick drum, do you normally have the patch on the front of the nodo on the skin?
Oh,
on
little
the kick
patch,
drum.
yeah,
a little
yeah.
patch. For you when the beater hits the.
Yeah.
So I noticed that, like, that was there during sound check. Coming to do the gig now. So obviously I've got my laptop on the stand and everything. Coming to do the gig now, coming on stage, playing, I think this is like the second song, bruv. Playing. What? What's going on? Why was there no patch on the skin? So I don't know if someone had taken the patch off, the beater bust through the skin, bruv. It doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. It doesn't end there.
Lord.
Doesn't end there. So I'm trying to fix it. My elbows hit my laptop. My laptop's now fallen off stage. While that's happening, I've got some man tapping the back of me saying, yo, excuse me, I can't hear the artist. You're actually standing right behind me because you know Jazz Cafe, I think they changed their setup.
Their settings, yeah.
So
you
you
know
know,
at
like
the edge of the stage.
yes, not on stage. I was on the left hand side, but I was turned actually facing the singer.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're actually behind me, but can't you see that my laptop's actually on the floor at the moment?
You want to pick it up for me?
Yeah,
Or,
exactly.
like-
Yeah. And then obviously, so I had to call the engineers, and thankfully they had a spare skin. So while they're changing that, thankfully I had my SPD. So we had to do one of the songs acoustic where I had to quickly find patches to quickly do like a little kick drum while they're tuning whatsoever. Bro, that was the worst gig.
Was that the second song in? The first song
This
in?
is the second song in the set, bro. Yeah. So like we done the set. I literally just came off stage. I stayed in the dressing room throughout the whole night. I felt it. So from then, you know what I've learned? Carry spares. Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Carry spares. Yeah.
Spare foot pedal. Spare snare drum hit. Because I feel like those are the essentials that will break. Once your snare thing's gone, that's it, you know?
Yeah, but you tune tight, though. Your snare is so tight. Of course it's going to bust. Your snare is so tight.
I with my hard hitting as well. Like, with my hard hitting as well.
Snare so
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, I pushed through the gig. But yeah, that was one of the worst. So from then, that was years. I just learned, you know what, bring spares.
Yeah,
you just
always
never
have
know.
spares, yeah.
Hi-hat clutches and all of that. Pedals. So yeah, to like younger drummers coming up and stuff, bring spares to gigs, doesn't matter. Because anytime these little things can go, just like, you know, like the pedal.
Yeah.
You know when it unloosens at the side. Once that goes, or if it breaks, then what?
Need a spare one. Yeah. Or I always make sure I have like my hardware case with you the time, just in case, you know what I mean? Because you may get to some venues and they didn't have a crash stand,
No.
clutch.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's always good to have a spare one.
Yeah, man.
Now, you are definitely one of my favorite musicians, and one of the things that I like about you is that you always take musical risks. And like, if there's one thing that Sharlene's gonna do, is take a musical risk, and it will always work. Always work. So, my question is, when have you taken a musical risk, and it's just worked? Like, give us like a story where you've done something.
Like, okay, so is that on me on keyboards? Is that me playing when I'm? Because I feel like for drums. I don't know about taking risks. I got to make sure like I'm just on beat.
Well, we can talk musical.
I
So
think,
if it's
taking risks. I think it's more like if I'm playing keys.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like ideas will just come, and I don't know. I'll just be like, guys, let's do this, and yeah, it's worked. I can't remember a particular moment where I've done this. I don't know. Obviously, we've done a lot of gigs, and I would ask you, is there a gig? Because I actually can't even remember.
All right.
Has there been a gig that you've played drums and I've played keys where you're just like, rah, where is Shah going?
All right. There's one that comes to mind. Yeah. It was my sister's wedding. And you were playing.
yeah. Oh, I know. Okay,
It was William
That's the risk.
McDowell.
Okay.
I belong to you. Why are you playing Flowetry?
Oh my gosh!
You're playing Flowetry.
Listen, your sister was like, yes. Okay, no, that was a risk.
Like that is what? Who would think of that?
Wait, what song was it?
I belong to William. I belong to you. I've been captured.
Oh
And
my
Daniel,
days.
Pastor Daniel Brown.
Dun, dun, dun.
And Pastor Daniel Brown was singing, and obviously he's a musician as well. He's singing, and he's looking like.
Wasn't it Jason Nicholson?
No, but that
What
one
was
it was no, but that song it was Daniel Brown because Charles wanted Pastor Brown to sing that song, and you end up playing Flowetry to William McDowell. I belong to you.
Like, yeah.
I'm like, what is happening?
God forgive
Like,
me.
we did
God
not
forgive
rehearse
me.
this.
God forgive me.
That's just one scenario. There's been some others as well. So, is there any that come to mind where he's like, you know what, we didn't go through this in rehearsal, but you know what, Bunny, let's just do it, and it's actually just worked.
Bro, you know what? Sometimes at the time I'm there and I'm not there. Like there'll be times where I'm just playing. So like I said, it's not even rehearsed. So me even doing that, it's just probably in the moment, and I wouldn't even know that that's what I'm doing. So sometimes on these gigs, things just come to me there and then, and I just feel like it's gonna work. It's not gonna work, and thankfully, all the times I have done it, I've taken
all
a risk.
the time
It's
you've
a
done
work.
it. It's
I
just
don't think I remember maybe a risk that hasn't worked.
Yeah, I can't think of any that hasn't worked.
No.
But I'm like, Sharlene, I'm not sure.
I don't know about that.
I've never had that.
No.
So talking about that then, talking about like obviously because you obviously mentioned that you play keys.
Yeah.
And obviously you play bass and a bit of
Yeah,
guitar as well. How was that shaped you as a drummer? Has it helped you in terms of your drumming? Like, do you think things melodically?
Yeah, because it brings out different characters in me, innit? So when I'm drumming, it's more of a rhythm thing, whereas like keys and bass is more of a melodic thing.
Yeah.
So my character comes out. So like when I'm drumming, I'm more vibey, I'm more smiley and stuff, and it's more rhythm patterns for me. Whereas when I'm on the keys, you hear chords and you'll hear strings or you'll hear this sort of sound, more melody sounds and stuff. Bass, bro, I don't even really touch bass, man. Bass
She
is
plays
shit.
bass.
Oh,
She's
whatever.
very good at bass. Don't listen to her.
Whatever. I don't really touch bass, man.
She can trouble
I
that
don't even
bass.
touch bass.
So when you're learning the song then, so
Yeah.
for drums, are you thinking of it from a drum aspect, or are you thinking of it as like, okay, well, if I got asked to play keys, I would approach it this way, and you know what I mean? So are you thinking of it musically? Like,
Nah, if I'm doing a drum gig and I need to learn a song, I'm listening to the drum stuff. Whether it's any electronics involved, whatsoever, the drum beat patterns, whatever rhythm it is.
so you kind of
beats and
tune
stuff.
everything else up.
Yeah. But then, like I said, how I learn a song is I listen to the lyrics first. I have to know the song for me to feel it, and for me to play the song, I have to know like the lyrics. That's just me. I think everyone's different. But I will learn a song. For example, like Kat, she will have songs which are inspirational. They're very touching. You know, she's got sad songs, happy songs. And some of them are relatable songs as well. So she's got a couple of songs. One of my favorite songs that she's done is called Healing, and that song really touched me. So for me to learn that song, I'm learning the lyrics. I'm singing it because I feel like once I sing it and I know the song, I'll be able to just play the song better. So that's how I learn the songs.
Because I would have thought that, okay, because you play different instruments, you're kind of thinking, okay, well, there's some parts here it's quite melodic, so I can transfer
if I've got to learn
into my drum.
It all depends, because if there's like hits and stuff, I've got to make sure
of course,
hitting the hits as well. So I'm listening to the type of chords as well. But yeah, it's like I said, if I'm learning on the keys, So obviously I got to learn the chords, what numbers whatsoever. But drums, it's just mainly just I'm listening to the drum patterns, drum lines, noting everything down, boom boom, cat cat, whatsoever. Yeah.
What's been one advice that has helped you in your music career that is just like, this advice is, this is helped me. Like, what's one advice that's helped you?
Ooh, there's been quite a lot.
You can say two.
I think one advice has been I would say advice or encouragement. People be like, you know what, Shar, you have a distinct sound, and
Go on.
and they're like, Shar, I don't really hear much drummers play like how you play. You have a distinct sound, and whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because those doors will open.
And to that point,
Yeah.
and I've said this, you can watch it on Naomi's podcast. I've said, I know your sound. I know when Charlene's playing, I know your sound from a mile off, from miles away. So, and I guess because we kind of grew up together in it,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I've heard you play for years.
Yeah.
So I know when it's Sharlene playing. You know what I mean? So you 100% spot on.
Yeah.
You definitely.
Yeah, I've had a few drummers say that, like, your sound is just so rare and different. Because that's took years of me researching, listening to different types of drummers. Like, I would say, people have their top drummers. Like, who do you listen to? Like, mine is Chris Daddy Dave. He's literally just been my go-to drummer.
We've seen him live.
I have not seen him live,
It's different.
I haven't seen him live.
It's different.
It's
what you see on YouTube.
Yeah, it's him live. Well, him just playing. That's been my go-to in terms of with my drum patterns and stuff like that. Now, quote me, I don't know if it was, but I'm sure, was it him that started the whole detune snare?
Oh, let me think about that.
Because that Black Radio was the first time I heard deep tune snares. I don't know.
You know what? You may be right.
I haven't heard. Like, you wasn't using. I wasn't really seeing much people using the detune.
Because I'm trying to think of like some drummers from back in the day that, like, I'm trying to think of like Vinny and Steve and.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember them using the detune. No, you might actually be right. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Like
But
I said,
now that you said that,
wrong.
no, but now that you've said that, trying to think.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Yeah, you're right.
So listening to him on that album, that's what shaped.
That's what shaped you.
Yeah.
And has there been like any UK drummers that has like inspired or helped you?
I've always said this, but when you see me play and you think, oh, that girl's loud, who do you think is the person who I... Who?
Gina?
Yeah. Listen.
Man.
Hold tight, Junior Curtin, my boy. It's because of him, man. Because you want to hear I know it's not every day be loud and thing, but
sometimes you got to feel.
When I've seen him play, when I hear him play, I just think, yeah, that's me. So that's where I get I hit from because of him, man.
Hold tight, Junior. Hold tight, Junior, mate. So, one last thing, is you're a woman of many talents and skills. Yeah, what's been a talent or a skill that we may not know about, or people may not know about?
Well, you might not know this, but I play football.
Hey, and she's an Arsenal supporter as well.
Arsenal.
Come on.
What, you support Arsenal?
Of course.
Are you sure? Since when?
I've always supported Arsenal. I supported Man U until I got to year 5, and then
you support Arsenal.
I support Arsenal. I was Man U, and then do you remember Melody Dalrymple? Remember Melody? Her husband, colleague, was like, "No, you need to support Arsenal." and Manu was just losing. So
it?
from year 5,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, okay, forget it. Because my dad was a Manu, so I was supporting
Okay.
Manu. Now I've been Arsenal.
Okay. Yeah.
I've been Arsenal.
But yeah, I play for Crystal Palace rep team. Yeah, so you should train at their ground, and I've also started getting into coaching there as well.
Is it?
Yeah. So let's tell it that. Yeah.
Woman of many talents. Yeah,
yeah.
love it, love it.
Yeah.
So, Sharlene, we're
Yes,
moving
ma'am.
on to the Irish segment, okay?
Yeah.
So, I want you to name me 5 CDs or DVDs or VHS that has greatly impacted your life. Yeah, but one has to be drum related.
All right. So there's one that I grew up on. It's not drum related, but there is drum elements in the album.
Yeah.
Kim Burrell, Everlasting Love.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Oh my gosh. That
album,
is an album.
That album. That I still listen to it now.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, like there's a few drum tracks on there.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's crazy. DB Powell.
Yeah. Oh, was it? Was it him?
DB Powell, and there's another drum on there as well, but DB's on that.
Yeah, that album.
Crazy.
That album. Okay, so are you talking like back or just
what's been some albums greatly that's impacted your life? It's like, man, like it could have been like when you listen to it, it inspired you to play drums.
You know what else?
Yeah.
Do you remember we used to watch Strange Arrange? Is it Strange Arrangements?
Yeah,
Remember those?
Yeah.
I used to watch those as well.
Yeah.
I know it's not, but that in terms of just musical ideas.
Yeah, musical idea. Yeah. 3.
Oh, DB Powell, man.
Yeah, what album?
DB Powell.
Is the one of his first ones where he's got All Right on it? Because that was the first album.
That was the first one. Yeah.
Everything
Will be all right. Yeah. Do. Remember all of that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 2 more.
There's
One has to be like drum related. Like whether it's like drum DVD or VHS or something that's drum related.
Dennis Chambers.
Or which one? In the Pocket?
What's the one that he had with
Tony Wester?
Yeah.
Oh.
Used to watch them.
Can't believe Tony
That
was what, 14 at that time? How are you playing that at 14?
Playing like that, you know. Playing like that. Playing like that.
One more.
Oh.
Could be one from back in the day, maybe your first album that you had to learn for church or something. What's one that's just greatly impacted your life? That's like, man, like if it wasn't for this CD or DVD, like musically, you know, I wouldn't be where I am, or it's helped you in your musical journey.
There was one, you know. There actually was one, and this guy from Rema, he actually gave me a DVD, but I actually cannot remember the name. But he actually passed away.
Well, the artist passed away.
Yes, but I actually can't remember.
Ron Canali?
No. But you know what? I used to actually, we used to watch his.
Ron Canali was my idol.
Used to watch back in the day when you used to have what's his name on the bass.
Abraham LeBeau.
And did you have two?
There was one point he had on one of the. There's a part on the video where
he had two drummers. Yeah.
How can I do it? You saying that? What are you gonna say on the reggae artist? Go, this Mother Providence. Mother Providence.
Oh gosh.
It's raining all around me. Come on, man.
There's a lot, but it's.
One more, Sharlene. Just one more. You got it, girl. One more.
I say one. This is from back in the day. Do you remember Dunamis Choir's album?
That's one of the best gospel albums. I don't care what anyone says. Top 10 gospel albums of all times. Dunamis Outreach Ministries.
Yeah.
Especially the
The drummer. What was her name?
Benita.
Yes.
And she looks like you. And she plays like you.
I don't know if you can get a picture of her.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
Let's see.
That's Bobby Lewis's sister, the bass
Yeah,
player.
okay,
That's
okay,
his
okay.
sister. And
Oh,
she used
wow.
to, and she produced a lot of Layla Hathaway's tracks.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So she's behind the scenes in a
Yeah,
lot of.
I would say that album.
Listen, it's not a known album.
It's not.
I've introduced that song to Vanda, Josh, a lot of the guys. They know about that album.
Okay.
Until today,
Yeah,
is an iconic album.
I still play it.
Big
tunes,
So
big tunes.
check it out.
Yeah.
Do the Miss album. All right. Now we've got a segment here, and as I always say, do not get offended. All right. So Charlene,
Mm-hmm.
I've got a list of artists. Yeah, at random.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to be picked. Yeah.
Okay.
The only rule to the game is you have to pick a UK drummer.
Right.
Now, if the artist I pick is from the UK and they
Mhm.
have a UK drummer and you want to keep them on there,
Okay.
you can.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Mhm.
Right? The only rule to the game is you have to pick a UK drummer. Okay? I don't know who's going to get picked. I'll go at random. All right? So it's going to be a shock to both of us as well. Okay.
Cool.
So what
Fire away.
UK drummer,
Mhm.
this is random,
Mhm.
would you get for Ricky Martin? UK drummer. Who is going to be on that Ricky Martin gig?
The drummer that came to me, Sweet Sticks.
He's very musical. So he could do that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes because he
Yeah.
his mind is just different. He's very musical. He could definitely do that.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
Next one. Boyzone. What UK drummer are you getting for Boyzone? They've got ballads.
Yeah.
And all that. Who's playing for Boyzone?
Junior Curtin.
Yes. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. This is the third one. Neo.
Ooh.
What UK drummer are you getting for Neo? So sick of love songs. Who's playing that? Go on, spit out.
Yeah, but you know what? I have to think about these things. Like,
yeah.
it can't just be. I can't just put anyone and anyone.
It's all because of me. He's got.
Yeah, all of that, and then
Yeah.
Just trying to think like who could I just be in the crowd and be like,
Mm.
oh, all right, Dwayne Sanford.
That makes sense. As an R&B guy. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 A crap at R&B gig. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. TLC. What UK drummer are you getting for TLC? No scrubs. He's gonna be on that gig.
You know what? I'm gonna pick a female. Vanessa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Okay. I've got a gospel one for you now, which has come up. Okay. All right. This artist or this group they're doing a comeback. Yeah. Who is gonna be the drummer for Commissioned? UK drummer.
Ooh.
Fred Hammond's coming back. Mitchell Jones, Marvin Sapp. They're doing a Commission tour.
Ariel, jump on it, man.
So
you love Commission, right?
I do love Commission, but I know people might disagree on that one. And like, well, are you sure?
Listen, know your worth, bro. What you mean?
I will gladly take it, man.
Ooh.
I'll take it, but take someone else. Pick someone else.
See, now I would have said Junior Curtin again. But
there's one person who I'm surprised you
really,
is your thing. But if you want me to say who I would put in there, go on. I can tell you. I'll give you a name. Jerry Brown. Jerry,
Oh,
that's his
okay.
school.
Oh, you know what?
That's
okay,
his school.
Okay.
Jerry would,
Okay.
I would love to see Joe in that. That would be who I would pick.
Okay.
But is you?
Okay.
Who would you
Okay.
pick?
Oh, that
It's
is
a tough one, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
tough,
it's
you
tough.
know, it's
It's tough.
tough.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would have picked Junior,
Yeah. Come on.
but I picked him already, man. I got to pick someone else.
Commission.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a lot of groove, but then I've got to have the sensitivity for the worship side of thing as well. The clock has to be amazing. And it's got that feel. So I understand why you would say Curted for that, but you mentioned it already. So
All right, I think there's two.
go.
I think Matty Brown
Yeah.
and
That was a tough one.
it is a tough one. It's a tough one, but like you said, someone who can be sensitive to worship, the flow of worship and stuff.
Who's the other person who remembers that?
I was gonna say Nathaniel Tones.
Mm.
Oh, I would have said Matty Brown.
All right. That makes sense. That makes sense. That would make sense because he would know that anyway.
Yeah,
Because of
yeah,
his
yeah,
accent.
yeah.
He would know that. All right. One more.
Oh,
One more. What UK drummer?
mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask you two questions because you're a multi-instrumentalist. What UK drummer is playing for Marvin Gaye, and who's gonna musical direct it?
Luke Smith to Luke Smith.
To musical direct it.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah,
Bingo.
yeah.
And who's playing drums on that? He's got that solid groove. Who's gonna make it feel good?
Nasty.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah,
That makes
Yeah.
so much. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That makes so much sense. Yeah. That's a good choice. So you get Luke to MD it,
Yeah,
but Nasty.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Sharlene, I just
Yes,
want to
man.
say thank you so much for jumping on.
No,
It's
thank you for
been
having me, man.
It's been
about
amazing.
time.
It's about time. I appreciate you, sis. Come on, like, we have to do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
Do it again.
Definitely,
So,
man.
guys, I hope you have learned from her, gleaned from her wisdom. It's been amazing. Just hearing your journey
Yeah, man.
and seeing what you're doing now in the scene.
Love.
Like,
Love.
inspirational. So, big shout outs to you, Sharlene, my sister.
man.
So, guys, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next episode.
Yeah.
Peace.